Well, hello, my friend. Welcome to day 45. Now, we're doing some tough work over the last couple days, right? Limiting beliefs, writing our script. I imagine it's been painful, and I told you we wanted to create 100 days of positive results. I understand that the last couple days may not feel like positive results, but I promise you, after today, we're going to start to change those things and make them a massive positive that never would have been able to exist had we not done the work yesterday and the day before, and then also today. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to continue the MAL mapping, and we're going to continue to understand where you are so that we can help you go where you want to go. So here's what you need to understand. All of these limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, you were not born with limiting beliefs. And I want you to think about this, right? If you were born with limiting beliefs, okay, with these limitations, these self-imposed limitations, it would probably look like this. You as a baby would try to walk and you'd go, oh no, I'm definitely going to fall. I can't do that. And you'd fall, and then you'd have proof that you can't walk, and you never would try again. That's what a limiting belief would look like if they really took root at a really young age. We're born feeling like we don't know what the limits are. Those limits become imposed, both self-imposed and imposed by experiences that we have in our life, and we decide something about ourselves as a result of those experiences. Here's what I mean by this. I remember, one of my earliest memories is I remember for some reason, in my home, I must have been 3 years old, and I didn't know where my mom was. I was calling for her, she was nowhere around. She might have been in the backyard, but she wasn't coming. And I remember standing in my living room, I can see it so clearly, and I was 3 years old. And I remember going, nobody's here for me. And you want to know what limiting belief showed up for me for a lot of years? So much to the fact that it led to a divorce for me, is I believed that people weren't there for me. People didn't show up to support me and love me for who I was and be there when I needed them. See, that day when mom wasn't around, it wasn't her fault. I didn't know where she was. I decided for some crazy unknown reason that I was unworthy of being attended to. And without even realizing that that took root in me. And when it took root, I went into life feeling like that. So much to the point that I felt like I never got the girl that I wanted in high school. And I never achieved the things that I wanted to. I was never top on the basketball team because I believed that I wasn't good enough to be the best basketball player, right? There was all of these things. Basketball was another thing. I kind of felt that way, and I began to eradicate that limiting belief. I started to work really hard on my ball handling skills, and then I had one guy that told me that I wasn't very good at basketball because I was just some stupid white kid. And guess what? I decided that I couldn't be as good as him at basketball, and so guess what? I didn't excel in high school. So there are times when we have experiences that create a limiting belief for us, and then that's the script that we run in our head, and we don't realize that we're even doing it, but it's causing limitations. So here's what I want you to do. Here's the result for today. I want you to take your script and your list of limiting beliefs, and I want you to just pull one of them out. Pull out the one that is maybe affecting you the most, right? In a negative way. I want you to pull that out, and I want you to take a full 5 minutes. Set a timer. I want you to take a full 5 minutes to clear your mind and figure out what it is that happened that caused that limiting belief. I want you to go as early as you can to think about when that thing took place. And I want you to figure out what it is you decided about yourself in that moment. That's all you're going to do, okay? You're going to think about one of the limiting beliefs that's really affecting you. And if you don't want to tackle the hardest one, that's fine. Pick a more shallow level one, that's fine. But take one of those limiting beliefs, and then what I want you to do is I want you to figure out what happened that might have created that limiting belief, and then figure out what it is you decided about yourself as a result of that limiting belief being created. I know this sounds like some hokey, mumbo jumbo, mental, psychological junk, but I promise you, if you can get through this process, we're going to start to turn things tomorrow, and things will start to illuminate for you in a really powerful and magnificent way. But you got to get clear that you have limiting beliefs on what the script is that you're running and on what you decided about yourself based on an experience that maybe created that limiting belief because you weren't born with it. Okay? So do the work. And tomorrow, we're going to start to make some real progress and advancement in creating the kind of results that you want by attacking these things. All right? We'll see you tomorrow. Good work. Keep it up. We'll see you tomorrow.